And I hope you're having a wonderful, I think it seemed to be totally complete time and all the other things. Anyway, so great network. So let me move closer to my Wi-Fi and hopefully that is going to help me. So I hope you've all had a wonderful Easter. Now I'm jumping on tonight, so we're just going to get straight to it. So I'm jumping on this afternoon to talk about Facebook business pages. Now, this is not something that I talk often about because actually until recently, I didn't realize that people got really frustrated with their lack of comments and engagement on their Facebook posts, on their business pages. And obviously that's been brought to my attention, and a number of people have actually brought it up with me. And so I thought tonight, how about we hang out and we have a bit of a chat about it? And so not only am I going to talk to you about why no one's engaging with you, but I'm also going to give you 6 ways that you can turn that around and get people chatting. So, first and foremost, without knowing what you have been posting, actually I've got so many ways. We might actually go past 6. Let's just see how we go. So first and foremost, I guess what it comes down to when people tell me that they are really struggling to get engagement with their Facebook business pages is when I go and have a look at their content, there seems to be some lack of consistency. So they might post, then they don't, then they do, then they don't. And there could be really long periods of time in between posts. So this absolutely is one of the reasons why you're not seeing the engagement that you want on your posts. Because we all know, we've all heard about this thing called an algorithm. Now, the algorithm is the back end of these software platforms, and basically it's just got checklists, right, that our posts either meet or they don't. It's a very black and white system. In order for our posts to be seen and engaged with, etc., one of the rules it's looking for is consistency, because what happens is when we are consistent, then it starts getting in front of more people's faces consistently. And what do we say? Then people get to know, like, and trust us, and then they start engaging with us because they want to be a part of our online community. They want to talk to us. Social media is called social media for a reason. It is to be social. So when we are posting on social, it's actually wanting us to engage, right? There is not a weird monster in the back end of Facebook that is trying to sabotage our posts and not get engagement. In fact, like, the whole platform is designed for people to be talking to us. So if you are not consistently posting, then this is going to be one of your reasons why people aren't engaging, because they're simply not seeing what it is that you're writing. Now, I was reading something a couple of days ago regarding the amount of people. It's like 2% of your following on your business page actually sees your posts. So that's really teeny weeny, right? So what we want to be doing is we want to be posting consistently. So then that way, we're giving the best chance to get our posts in front of higher than that 2%. So that is our first goal. Now, I was talking to someone, in fact, I talk to people all the time about consistency across their social platforms, and I ask them how many times a week they post. And, everyone says, I wish I was doing 6 or 7, but I'm just not being able to reach that goal. Now, all of the experts and the social media and digital marketing gurus out there will say, when it comes to posting online, post 7 days a week. Once per day. Now, I don't go against that rule. It is absolutely true. However, if you know that you cannot post every single day, then you are better with starting with where you can and increase it from there. Because what can happen is that we set ourselves really big, audacious goals, and we may not be able to, reach that goal. We may even know it when we write it down, but we're just going to give it a shot. We might do it for the first week, and then we fall off the bandwagon for the second week, and then it all becomes too hard, and we've got to build the momentum back up. So my advice to you is start with what you can do. If you can consistently post 3 times on your Facebook business page, then start there. You'll then build a habit and it will become comfortable. Now, once you find that you've got the time, then you can increase it up to 4. And then when you feel comfortable with that, increase it to 5, then increase it to 6, and increase it to 7. Now, if you're going to get really technical, you can pre-schedule as well, which is of course going to help you prepare in advance to make sure that you are consistently posting on your Facebook business page. So number 1, if you are lacking the engagement, or you're not seeing the amount of engagement on your Facebook business page that you would like, then I ask you to go back and check how often you're posting, and if it's not consistently, then that is your first point of call. Now, the second thing we're going to look at is, what is it that you're actually posting? So if you follow me for a while, you will know that I hate buy my shit posts, which is essentially just selling things day after day to people, right? Even if you've got a product-based business, you have the opportunity to mix up your content with different types of topics or different types of categories. So yes, buy my shit posts are absolutely a part of a marketing strategy, but we're also wanting our social followers to get to know, like, and trust us, understand who we are, what we do, why we do what we do, build a whole brand. If we're a small business, people are buying from us because we are a small business and that they actually like us. That's why they want to support our businesses, not because we've built this massive brand like Nike and Adidas or McDonald's. So if we're constantly just saying buy, we turn people off. And no one's going to engage with that, right? Like, no one wants to engage with constantly buy my shit. So we need to look at what it is that we are posting, and we need to create a really awesome strategy so that we are mixing up our content so that people can engage with different parts of our lives. And then what happens is, because all of our posts are getting some engagement, more and more people will see them, and more people will want to engage, because that is natural human interaction. So we need to look at what we're posting, and then we need to look at how we're actually writing it. So I guess many people start out in business, right? And they, we've got these influencer models where people like literally build large following, and then they get paid to use different products and advertise them. And, the influencer model is simply just, look at my life, look what I use, buy this, because I've built really large followings, and there's a lot of work that goes into that. Now, a lot of people that start online businesses, and I was one of these people, I just thought I just would write inspirational stuff all day long. But then I would wonder why no one ever commented back and why no one knew what I did, etc., etc. So then I had to obviously think about what I was actually posting about in terms of those topics and those categories, and I had to look at really what I was writing. And this is what comes down to marketing copy. Now, this is still a journey, right? This is a never-ending journey to be able to communicate with your target audience through the written language online. And if we are not doing this in a clear and concise and an emotional way, then people aren't going to engage with us because they're not going to read. So how do we go about framing our posts? The first part of it needs to be a hook, right? Some way to capture our followers or our target audience to want to read and read more on our posts. So it needs to be captivating. If you follow my posts, you'll see things like I reveal hidden secrets, or I let cats out of bags, or I think today I felt like a fish out of water, or I ask questions, or something controversial if you want to go down that path. We want to put out a statement at the top to entice our readers and our audience to want to know more about what we are actually talking about. Now, from there, that's going to lead them into the main part of the post, which is a bit of a story around what it is, the point of whatever it is that we're talking about. And the final part is a call to action. So I talk to so many people who get so super frustrated that no one's talking to them online, but when I go and look at their posts, they're not talking back either, right? They're not giving their viewer or their audience or the reader any instructions in terms of what they want that person to do. So if you're scrolling through your feed and you just read something that's really motivational or inspirational, or you read about a new product or service, that's beautiful, right? Then you just keep on scrolling, because we literally don't understand that the person operating that business page wants us to talk back. They want to know our thoughts. They want to know our feedback. They want to know where to buy from. But if we aren't asking that as business owners and putting call to actions in our posts, then no one's going to talk back. And that's just like, it's like if I walked up, let's say I'm hanging out with someone, I'm out at dinner, and they're talking to me, but they never ask me a question. Well, I don't have the opportunity to talk back, right? Like if they want my opinion, then they need to ask my opinion. They need to ask a question, else I'm going to keep my mouth shut. And it's the same goes both ways. Otherwise, we're having a conversation with ourselves in a one-way platform. We're literally talking, but we're not asking any questions to get any feedback. And this is one of the challenges that you are no doubt having if you are struggling to get engagement on your Facebook business page. So we've looked at 3 ways so far. We have looked at actually can't remember what we've spoken about. You'll have to go back and watch it. Anyway, in terms of talking about the actual way we're writing posts, we need to think about how we're actually luring people in or hooking people in to reading our posts in the first place. Then we've got the story, we've got the content on what the actual post is all about, and then we need a call to action. Now, I was once told that if a 7-year-old doesn't understand your post and what you're wanting to achieve, like what the goal is of that post, then no one's going to understand it. So it needs to be very, very simple for all of us out there that are reading the post so that we know what it is that you are wanting us to do back. If you want me to go to your website, then you need to tell me that. If you want me to respond or ask you a question, you need to tell me that. If you want me to send you a direct message, you need to tell me that. If you want me to go and, I don't know, do something, then you need to tell me that. And so I can go ahead and take that action and engage with you on your posts. Now, the next thing, if you're saying, you know what, Lou, I'm ticking all those boxes and I'm still not getting anything, then I am going to suggest, when we'll ask, when was the last time you went and had a look at your analytics on your Facebook business page? So we have these things called insights on our Facebook and Instagram, and on our social platforms so that we can go and have a look at what our target audience is doing. And one of those insights is to be able to look at what time our followers or the people who like our business pages are online. Now, my first tip is to double check that time because it's given to us in American time. So to go ahead and have a look and convert it into the time in your local, wherever it is you live in your country. So go ahead and check those insights out and look at them across each day of the week. Now, the goal is to post in that time frame because what Facebook are telling us, they're giving us the information. The people that like your page are online between this time and this time, so therefore you want to post at that time. So then that way your target audience, the people that follow your page, have got the greatest opportunity to actually see what it is that you have posted and engage with it. Now, we also want to have a look at those insights and see what has worked well and what hasn't. It gives us a really great look into our business so we can see what posts have performed really well and what posts haven't so much. And we need to look at that and analyze it and ask ourselves, do I need to do more of this type of post and perhaps less of this one? Now, predominantly what I call, which is buy my shit posts, they don't get a really high amount of engagement because they are literally sales type of posts. So that's okay. We're still going to do them because we're here for business purposes and we're here to drive people and let them know what it is that our business does. So I'm not going to take them out, but I am going to look at the other types of analytics and the other types of posts that people are enjoying and the organic reach is high on and the engagement is potentially high on. So therefore, I am putting the best content out in front of my target audience. I also need to ask myself, am I being a fun person? Am I mixing up things in my content marketing? We don't always have to be super serious. Am I asking a few jokes? Am I injecting my humor into my posts? Or am I just being a very literal, boring person? So we can have a look at those posts that have performed well in the past and then use that information to help us create better content moving forward. Now, the other thing is, which I didn't have on my list, but I am also going to share with you, is are you putting any money into your advertising, like into your content marketing. So we're so lucky that we've got really amazing content marketing strategies, but we're also really lucky that platforms like Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn, they give us the opportunity to fund our marketing as well through paid ads. And there is a type of ad that we can run, which is called an engagement ad. So on your business page, you've got the opportunity to boost a post, right? So don't boost. Boosting so last few years ago. Boosting, it used to be really great, but it's not anymore. I'm not going to go into it, save us the time. But what we do want to do instead is go into our business ad manager. So we go ahead and we put the post up there. A really awesome post. We go into our ad manager and we click on engagement ad. And then that gives us the opportunity to find that post. And by using the engagement ad type, it is going to put our post in front of a target audience that is more likely to engage with our posts. So we can totally put money behind to get more engagement on our posts as well. Simply because what that will do is that will help our other content get more organic growth, because we've got more people engaging with some of our posts. As we know, the algorithm likes it if people engage. And, if we've put, $5 a day for a few days behind it to help us grow our businesses and be seen and to grow engagement, then why would we not go ahead and do that? Don't be scared to simply put some money behind ads to get higher engagement so that people can get to see more of your stuff. As I mentioned at the start of this stat, I think, is around only 2% of the people who follow or like your business page see your content, and they actually want to see it, right? But because of the mass beast that our news feeds are, it needs to be it's really competitive. So if we can pay a little bit to get our posts in front of our target audience, even if it is sending it to people who like our page to get them to engage, then that's a massive win. So I don't know if anyone has been asking any questions. I can't see any below, and I'm really sorry if you have been. I will check to make sure and I will answer you. But that is, I guess, something I just wanted to have a bit of a chat with all of you about, because I've been given numerous questions lately around how to grow the engagement on people's Facebook business pages. So I thought, what the heck, why not come along and share some insight into all of that. Now, if you've got any questions, then you know the drill. Go down below, drop your comments, or if you want to ask me something more personal, then go ahead and in terms of a business question, then go ahead and send me a message to the page, and I will totally answer your questions regarding this topic or another business-related topic as well. But that's it, guys. So go ahead, let me know your thoughts, let me know if this helps, let me know if all the information I've given you're already doing and you're still stuck, or let me know what you think of one of these ideas that you're going to implement into your business and see how it goes, and keep me updated in terms of that growth. So that is it. You have an absolutely amazing Tuesday, and I'll talk to you guys later.